Cannabis in the human body. Cannabis in the human body. The cannabis plant contains over 400 compounds that include over than 60 cannabinoids, which are special compounds that occur in the plant exclusively. The pharmacology, medicinal influences, of most cannabinoids is known, though the main psychoactive compound, tetrahydrocannabinol, THC, was isolated, synthesized and studied the most. Additional cannabinoids originated in the cannabis plant, including cannabinol, CBN, and cannabidiol, CBD, were found as influencers in the human body and also as alterers of THC activity, when consumed together, such as in smoking. Cannabinoids are found in most of the plant parts, such in stalks, leaves, flowers and seed, and also in the resin that is produced by female cannabis plant. The amount of THC varies dramatically according to the different cannabis strains and cultivation methods. Over the last 20 years, sophisticated cultivation methods, such as hydroponic cultivation, constant water flow grow base, and breeding techniques have increased the potency of the cannabis products. During the 60s and 70s, cannabis consumers were exposed to average amounts of 10 milligrams of THC per cigarette. Today, an average cigarette containing cannabis sativa strains may contain up to 150 milligrams of THC. Cannabis absorbed in our body. When cannabis is consumed through smoking, about 50% of the THC content is absorbed along with the smoke. Almost all of this amount is absorbed through the lungs and rapidly enters the bloodstream, arriving to the brain within minutes. These effects are bioavailable after a few seconds, and a full-scale bioavailability occurs within few minutes. When consumption is done orally, the absorbance is much lower. The same amount that is absorbed through smoking a cigarette decreased to 25 to 30% when done orally, mainly because of compounds processed in the liver, and only bioavailable after 30 minutes to 2 hours due to slow intestine absorbance. Once absorbed, THC and other cannabinoids are distributed to all of the different tissues in a blood flow dependent manner. Because cannabinoids are extremely soluble in lipids, they accumulate in fatty tissues and reach peak concentration during a period of 4 to 5 days and released slowly to the body tissues including the brain. Because of that lipid clinging, the half-life, the time takes to half of the substance amount to extinct, of THC in the tissues is about 7 days, while about 30 days until a dose is digested completely. Cannabinoids go through metabolism, a process in which a molecule is degraded to other molecule that the body can use, in the liver. A major metabolite, a product of metabolism, is 11-hydroxy-THC, which may be stronger than THC itself and is suspected as a cause for some of the cannabis plant effects. Part of the metabolites, 25%, exert the body through urine, but most of them, 65%, are reabsorbed into the body through the intestine. Cannabis in the human body and its effects. Cannabinoids express their effects by interacting with special cannabinoid receptors found in our bodies. Neural cannabinoid receptors are called CB1, are found in the brain and peripheral nerves of many animals, including humans. The second cannabinoid receptor is called CB2 and is found in macrophages in the spleen and other immune system-related cells. By interacting with these receptors, cannabinoids create effects in almost every body system. The effects occurring in the human body are vast and varied. Psychological effects. Cannabis effect on mood. The main effect of recreational cannabis consumption is inducing euphoria or a high. This effect can occur at low doses from about 2.5 milligrams per cigarette and includes feelings of intoxication, decreased anxiety, alertness and sociability, when in friendly surroundings. This high comes after a number of minutes and reaches a plateau lasting for 2 hours or more. Cannabis effect on perception. In addition to the high feeling, and mostly accompanied by, cannabis produces perceptual change. Colors may seem brighter, music more vivid, feeling become more poignant and meaningful. Spatial perception is distorted and time perception also, in a manner which time seems to go by faster. Physical effects. Cannabis cardiac effects. Cannabinoids induce tachycardia that are dosage dependent. The cardiac activity can reach up to 160 beats a minute, and chronic use can develop tolerance. In addition, postural hypertension can occur, and in severe cases even fainting. These effects can be dangerous to those who suffer from prior heart diseases. Cannabis effects on the respiratory system. Consuming cannabis through smoking raises the presence of chemicals that are also found in smoking tobacco cigarettes, beside nicotine, and these include carbon monoxide and bronchial irritants. Although these characteristics are similar to tobacco consumption, new studies show that consuming cannabis improved the respiratory abilities of asthma patients and raises the respiratory tolerance of athletes. Beside the effects that are mentioned in this article, recent studies conducted in the past few years show that cannabis therapeutic qualities such as reducing inflammations, killing cancer cells, pain relieving and reducing epileptic seizures, and many more. Today many researchers are working vigorously to understand the active ingredients in the cannabis plant in order to develop medicines and products that will and already help many patients.